Yeah, I forgot how much black shows dirt. Still kind of hard to believe I've got this truck. Not really a cold start, but she's been sitting for 6 hours, I think. Probably closer to 8. I do love how this thing sounds. I've got a soft spot for pretty much any Cummins idling. Yeah, make sure I suck at opening these with one hand. So anyway, how are you guys and gals doing today? I hope you guys are having a good day. Figured while I'm letting the truck warm up a little bit, I'd like to tell you like my first impressions of having this truck. It's my third Cummins that I've ever had. For those of you that know me, I've had 2 Dodge Ram trucks before with the Cummins diesels. My first one was my '06 Megacab 110 manual transmission with the 5.9, of course. Absolutely love that truck. Still miss it. I still kick myself for giving up that truck, and that was a few years ago now too. And then I had my '97 12 valve, which that truck really wasn't bad either. I mean, that was a good truck. It's just it kind of definitely lived up to the reputation of clapped out work truck, but I mean, it still did what I needed it to do. Kind of mixed opinions about letting that one go, honestly, but I digress. So, impressions about this truck. For those of you that don't know, it's a 2018 2500 with the, of course, the 6.7, completely stock, and it's automatic. The 2 other Cummins I had were both manuals. I wish this one was a manual. I know 2018 was the last year that you could get a Ram with the Cummins with the manual, but unfortunately this one doesn't have it. And I think for anybody that knows these trucks, you can vouch and say the manuals exist, but they're hard to find. And I don't think I've seen a Laramie stock with a manual in it. I think anytime I've seen the Dodge Rams with the manual, they're usually like the SLT, maybe the Bighorn edition. But I can't say I've seen a Laramie trim with the manual transmission. But anyway, impressions of the truck. It's a good truck. I like the apparent fuel economy. When I brought it home from Loveland, Colorado, I live in Pueblo now, and I bought this up in Loveland. About a 2.5, 3-hour drive depending on traffic, and I think it was like 160 miles. I could be wrong. And the truck got, according to the computer anyway, it got about 18 miles to the gallon, which I believe. It seemed to be burning around that, which I was impressed. But then again, this is coming from the fact that for the last better part of a year, I had my F-350, and even though it was a 6.2 gas, I did good to see 9 miles to the gallon in town, and I usually got 11, 12 on the highway. So there's that for you. Although gas is, at least here in Colorado, at least this time, which is January of 2023, fuel prices, like the regular gas fuel prices, depending on what, like what grade you get, it's about at least a good $1 cheaper than diesel. Last time I fueled this thing up, I was paying like $49 a gallon. So, But anyway, so good fuel economy, I think, so far. Just a lot of technology in this truck. I'm like, I thought my 19 XLT had some technology. This thing's got a lot. I don't think it has all of the options. I know it doesn't have a sunroof. But as far as the Ram trucks go, I think it's got pretty much everything else you can ask for. Heated seats, heated cooled seats up front. I think my rears are heated. I'd have to double check. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but yeah, heated cooled seats. It's got the 0.4. Seems pretty good. No complaints about that. It does have the exhaust brake on it, which I know the exhaust brakes have been around since, I'm trying to remember, you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, have always been out with the 6.7, but I can't remember. And I know the 6.7 itself debuted in 07 and a half, back with the 3rd gen trucks. But again, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I like the exhaust brake. And on the 18, I have both automatic, like I guess the auto exhaust brake and the full exhaust brake. I guess auto it only kicks on the exhaust brake if you actually step on the brake, whereas if you go full, if you let off the throttle at all and you're coasting, it turns on the exhaust brake. That's at least my understanding of how the exhaust brake works. Leather interior, dual climate controls, Sirius XM radio, power sliding rear mirror, rear window, AM FM. I don't think I've got the blind spot monitoring. I don't think, these mirrors aren't power folding or power flipping or anything like that. But I don't know if that was a RAM option or not. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty much got every option that I can think of that was available with the Rams. Garage door openers, their little SOS system, pretty much anything you can think of on the Uconnect. So there you go. Sorry, that was a long tangent, but a lot of technology in this truck, but it's kind of cool too. I've noticed, like, when the truck is cold and you first started, like, it'll kind of idle for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then it high idles, which is just cool. I like that, because I know none of my older trucks ever did that. So, but there seems to be a lot of technology, a lot of bells and whistles, which, the creature comforts are nice, but it's just, I think it just reminds me there's just so many moving parts. And I guess with me, I don't know, I tend to prefer simpler a little bit, but at the same time I kind of can't complain about all the creature comforts, so it's, give and take, I guess. But it's a very comfortable truck. It's a decent riding truck. I guess because it's a crew cab long bed, it does feel like a little wishy-washy, depending on like what type of roads you're driving on and that kind of stuff. But I can't really think of anything negative to say about the truck so far. I might give it another month, and I might try and come up with, like one of those 5 things I love about my Dodge and 5 things I hate, but I'd rather give it some more time to get acclimated to the truck and just get more used to it before I try and come up with a list. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys like an initial initial experience with the truck, my opinions about it, how I'm feeling about it, and stuff like that. I know I used to say I never really wanted these, a couple of years ago, just for the reasons I'm talking about now. Just they're expensive, they're complicated. There's a lot going on with the systems in these trucks. But here I am. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video for now, because I feel like I've been rambling. I hope you guys are having a great day, night, week, weekend, whatever time it is, wherever you may happen to be. I'll catch you in the next video.